my family was too poor for a baseball glove. So I had to Jim Abbott myself.
Man of the year, man of the year, man of the year, man. Oh. I'm Aaron Karo.
I'm Matt Ritter.
And we are champions of friendship. Happy holidays, Matt.
I love the holidays.
Happy holidays.
Oh,
I have a bone to pick with you.
Uh-oh. We're starting with anger. Okay.
I was at your bar mitzvah.
Wow, guys, this is 35 years of friendship here. Stay with us.
1992.
Yep.
Great bar mitzvah, by the way.
Yeah, Zachary's. It was a disco. Yeah.
It was a banger.
Yeah.
You had a tarot card reader. Yep. It was a blast.
I did a duet dance actually that I make people watch still to this day with a guy named Whiplash. They flip me in the air. My wife is so angry when I make her watch it like once a year.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So I was at your bar mitzvah. It was great. And here we are 30 years later.
Yeah.
I'm just in your house and you have a Christmas tree.
Oh, okay. Now, I don't even know that my mom knows this. And she's coming out this week. So, okay, where do I begin?
You're Jewish, Matthew.
Yeah, I am Jewish. Okay, where do I begin with this? My wife is half Jewish, half Christian, and we are, I came around on this one. I think Christmas is a secular holiday.
I don't know why that was.
I just wanted to see how you reacted.
That was just the funniest face you've ever made.
I was like, are you on board with that?
Yeah. I think I'm shooketh because it's actually not a bad point. But isn't that sort of then offensive to people who actually are celebrating it?
Well,
you're offensive to both the Jews and the Christians.
I know. I'm offending my mom and all Christians. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Meanwhile, so let me just give a little context. I come from a Jewish family where my dad was Israeli, didn't give a crap about religion or any of that stuff. My mom, it's like borderline Orthodox, but like she said these silly things like when we never celebrated Halloween. And we never carved a pumpkin in my life. On a first date with my now wife, I brought over a pumpkin for us to carve. And I go, this is the first time I've ever done this in my life. She goes, you're lying. And I called no, I swear, I don't know why, but I never did. And we called my mom and my mom immediately goes, of course we didn't. Pagan holiday. She goes, pagan holiday. So she's not going to feel good about a Christmas tree for sure. It's going to cause a bit of tension, but I also didn't feel great about it at first because like, oh, am I like, assimilating? Yes. Am I giving up my Jewishness bad?
Yes.
Oh, and this is coming from a guy who's way less religious than I am.
Oh, that's why I'm disappointed in you.
Oh man, the tables have turned.
Your kid is going to be like Santa.
I don't think there's a problem with that. So I've come around on that. I've come way around on this. I think my kids are going to have a Jewish identity.
Yeah.
And they'll have a positive Jewish identity, but I also feel like I don't want to unnecessarily exclude from things that I think are just like fun and celebratory and not necessarily religious.
That's fair.
Cause like you're a kid and everybody in your block is like getting gifts and partying and having all these awesome fun parties. And then like your family just like darkness, like the blinds are shut.
Well, it is lit by 8 wonderful candles.
Yes.
In our shit ass Christmas facsimile.
Yeah. Hanukkah's a Bush League holiday, but I do it too. I mean, obviously I do Hanukkah and we have all the candles and we do all that. But I just feel like, Christmas I've just gotten into the spirit.
Yeah.
A spirit of Christmas is, so we have a big tree in the house, a lot of gifts, a lot of good gifts. And I don't feel like Hanukkah matches up on the gifting front at all.
When we were kids, we used to get 8 presents.
8 presents, but they were all shite.
Yeah, I got a book.
My mom would just buy from the, put her hand, I think she just clawed her hand into the 99-cent bin. And then she was like, she would just pretend that she got a gift for whoever. It was like, oh yeah, this is for you. I'm like, these are pantyhose.
Right. Like, she was like a white elephant, but like, no, you're a kid.
I'm a kid. What is this? So I've come around. So you don't think you'll ever celebrate Christmas?
I don't. I mean, listen, it's up to my future wife, wherever you are. but it just seems like pretty aggressive.
Well, her family is also, her dad's coming in and he's a Christian. So, I want to respect them.
But even if he wasn't, you would still probably.
Well, yeah, because I want to respect my wife's upbringing.
No, I'm saying
too.
even if he wasn't Christian, you would probably be doing Christmas.
Because my wife's Christian.
I'm saying if her dad was Jewish, you would still get a tree because you like the tree.
No, but I would never have gotten the tree if she wasn't Christian.
So you're saying
she talked me into this whole thing.
Okay, well, you throw her under the bus so quick.
Is that throwing her under the bus? I said I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Okay.
It took me a while to come around on it. At first I was like, no, we will not bring this treif into my home.
What does that word mean?
That means unkosher.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's like Yiddish.
Worst Jew ever.
Yeah, because I used to eat like McDonald's in my house and my mom would scream, treif, get that treif out of my house.
Who do you think has more nonsensical shit, the Jews or the Christians?
Well, I only know the Jewish nonsensical. Yeah. What is nonsensical Christian stuff?
You can't eat fish for 40 days or the
opposite? Oh, you mean like Lent versus...
Or you can only eat fish for 40 days? Okay, no one knows.
I thought it was like you can't like gratify yourself for 40 days. Isn't that what Lent is?
Well, you have to give something up.
Yeah, I thought that's what
there was that movie,
up.
40 Days.
40 days, the guy doesn't jerk
You couldn't bust. I mean, I've gone 40 days.
Yeah, I mean, so it's very hard when you live in a house and you're married. It's 40 days, it's easy to go. Very easy to go. Unless your wife goes away or there's a basement somewhere.
So this is the season of holiday parties.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear my best holiday party story?
Of course. I probably don't know
You may know it. So this was about 10, 12 years ago with our great buddy Jeff.
Yeah.
And we were going to a holiday party at a girl's apartment in LA.
Okay.
So these two girls are throwing a party and we go there and it's pretty fun. And they have punch. They made holiday punch. So it's like, booze, but it's got that pumpkin spice,
love
stuff.
that.
And I'm drinking it and I'm like, this is weak. This punch is weak. Is there any booze in this punch? It's very weak. And I see there's a bar cart. There's bottles of booze underneath. So I take a bottle of vodka and I top off my punch with more vodka.
Okay.
So I basically use the punch as a mixer for a vodka punch.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say you poured a whole bottle.
No, I didn't do that. Like prom in the movie. Yeah. So I used punch as a mixer and I had like 4 of those. Next thing you know, I wake up vomiting in my bed.
Oh,
like I had gotten absolutely
you
blasted.
Punched yourself.
By what?
You punched yourself out.
I punched myself.
Yeah.
I used the boozy punch. As a mixer. Because
you didn't realize. Because you don't realize. You never know
that spice.
You never know. It's very hard unless it's like grain alcohol and it's like smells strong. You always underestimate.
Yes.
Everybody always underestimates how much alcohol is in a good punch,
especially a holiday punch because you're not used to it. So I throw up in my bed.
Oh boy.
And
oh boy.
I remember I dragged that night, like 4:00 in the morning, I dragged my vomity shit to the laundry room in the apartment complex. And it's like a slug trail. And I'm stuffing my comforter, smashing it into the
whole comforter too, not just the sheets.
No, the comforter. And the security guard comes in.
Oh God.
And there's a slug trail of vomit and me smashing. He just looks at me and I go, wasn't me. Fast forward like 4 days later, there's a knock at the door.
Oh no.
And you know that like knock when like you get there like a minute later and the person's gone and you look down and there's just like a box there.
Mm-mm.
And I was like, what's in this box? Like, what's in this box? What's in the box? What's in the box? And I open it up and it was a new comforter set that I bought blacked out that same night that I forgot
That's
about.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Just you were wasted, but you had enough consciousness to go on Amazon.
Yes.
New comforter.
Go on Amazon and was conscious enough to go on Amazon.
Prime. Next day delivery.
And I went, comforter, whatever, queen, and then low to high.
Low to high.
You got to search low to high.
Low to high.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's my favorite.
That's
my favorite button.
Listen,
on Amazon.
I love the low to high.
Yeah.
And actually I like high to low.
Yeah, you do.
You know me.
Yeah.
Just I like that. My emoji is money.
Light it on fire.
And burn.
Yeah.
But comforter though, you really want to go low to high on a comforter? Thread count? Do you not care about any of these things? This is why you're single, maybe? Oh, I think shot across the bow.
I think that thread count is actually a myth.
No.
It is. I've Googled it.
You've Googled it?
Yes.
Lay down in my bed, my friend.
I would never touch your bed.
Lay down in my bed. Literally, I'm just like, I'll go to like a really nice 5-star hotel and I'll ask them what sheets they have and I'll buy those.
I want our readers to weigh in here. Our readers.
Do we want our readers?
Our listeners.
I want our listeners to come to my house, lay in my bed, and then lay in Karo's bed.
No, my sheets are a little scratchy, but I like.
Yeah,
that.
they are scratchy.
I like
this. It's like laying up against a guy with a beard. You don't mind because you have a beard.
It's like getting a little exfoliation. Like, oh, my legs.
Yeah, because your skin does need to be exfoliated.
It does.
So yeah, maybe my skin isn't getting rejuvenated enough because of the nice thread count.
Okay, so our producer Theo has looked up thread count. What do we got?
All right, we have thread count is a myth. Apparently, higher thread count does not necessarily mean more comfort or a better blanket.
Wow.
Now I'm shooketh.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
It's called diminishing returns, Matthew.
No, okay. Right, but
a sucker buys a high thread count every day.
I mean, I am a sucker for anything where it sounds like it's more expensive. It's going to be better. I'll say this in my defense. Lay in my bed and then lay in Karo's and then talk to me.
I think it's actually the lower the thread count, the better, because you're more of a man of the people.
You're an itchy man of the people. Then.
You're not itchy. It's more of like,
so itchy.
It's more of like, like a back scratcher.
Here's what I think.
Yeah.
I think it's thread count plus. I think there's other factors.
Of course.
No, but I think they usually correlate. Like if you have a 700 thread count company, they're also putting in other nice things. They're putting like butterfly wings in the thread count.
Right. I mean, I have a pretty expensive pillow, but it's Tempur-Pedic for my neck.
Oh, so want to hear something interesting?
No.
You don't know this about me.
I know everything about you, Matt.
This you don't know.
Okay.
I have what I call a homeless pillow.
We can't keep this in the podcast.
No, we can. So
unhoused pillow.
Unhoused pillow. Yeah. Fine. So I can't sleep because I grew up poor. I cannot sleep with a pillow that is greater than this thickness.
You need like a days in flat one.
I call it a homeless person's pillow.
Okay.
So it's become such a problem that my wife is now packing my homeless pillow on our vacations.
I don't think we can call it a homeless pillow.
Okay, unhoused pillow.
This might have to get cut.
Yeah.
No way, we're keeping it. So I have this homeless pillow.
Stop saying it. Just say pillow.
No, it doesn't. I invented this term before we decided.
Before homeless people were invented?
Before unhoused was a term. It has nothing to do with the homeless.
Don't cut to me in any of this, Theo.
All right, I have a poverty pillow. Poverty pillow.
Okay, there you go. Fine.
I have a poverty pillow. So now we've gotten to the point where I cannot sleep if there's like a thick pillow.
Yeah.
I can't sleep.
Yeah.
And so if I don't have a pillow, if I don't have my poverty pillow on vacation, I can't sleep. But I also can't sleep on a flat bed. So like taking off the pillow doesn't work. I need that 1-inch thickness. Such is life.
I mean, I have so many things and also nothing to say about that.
I'm just saying, it's you think you know everything.
So do you
about
buy? I've actually learned a lot about this podcast. Do you buy? Where do you buy a pillow like that? My Pillow, probably.
I don't know because I have the same pillow for like 12 years. It's got Propecia stains on it. It's got Rogaine.
Wait,
Rogaine
Propecia
brown.
stains?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. It's got Rogaine street.
Yeah,
it's got skin marks.
It's got the Rogaine skin
marks.
I bet you there's a lot of girls out there that have like been in a guy's house and like noticed those Rogaine skid marks.
So we are a friendship podcast.
Yep.
And one of our goals here is to make Friendsgiving a national holiday.
We are doing that.
That's doing that. So what you guys, start making plans for next year. Like our trophy dinner is our Friendsgiving. And I think it's a bit of an underrated holiday.
Yeah.
So we want to push everybody for next November to be making Friendsgiving plans. What do you think is like the best holiday for friends, for friendship, for hanging out? Like, well, besides Friendsgiving.
Okay. So immediately I have two.
Okay.
It's either, and this is like for sure immediately came to my head. It's either New Year's or July 4th.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. To me, those are like the most fun. I always find July 4th parties definitely the most fun, or July 4th weekend, usually the most fun. I remember a few years ago, we went to Lake George with like 8 people, rented a house, like super fun on the lake, did lake stuff. New Year's, I think, is more like when you're single, super fun.
Yeah.
Night of the year. By the way, did you coin this or did I coin? I love going on vacations with our gay crew to Palm Springs. I call them gaycation.
You 1000% did not coin that.
Oh yeah, that's a thing?
Absolutely.
You coined it.
No, I never coined it, but there's no, I don't know. Look up Urban Dictionary gaycation.
Yeah. Hope that doesn't come off in the wrong way.
No,
love
it's
it.
a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Love a gaycation.
Yeah.
How was it?
The best.
Yeah.
What's better than a gaycation to Palm Springs? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe having straight single women there.
Nah.
Well, you don't care about that.
What are they going to do in Palm Springs? They don't
care about
belong
that.
there. They don't belong there. Get out of our town.
Wait, the straights don't belong in Palm Springs.
Yeah, but when I go on the gaycation, like I'm in their territory.
Right. Like girls come and you're like, no, I'm just dancing.
Yeah,
I'm just dancing.
Get away from me.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
So you started to say that July 4th and New Year's Eve are your favorite holidays. Now our friend group has an incredible July 4th holiday where we have a beach volleyball extravaganza on the beach. We'll post some pictures of it. So this started about 7 years ago. Our buddy Dan, he lives on the West Side, huge beach volleyball guy. And he's like, come play beach volleyball.
Yeah, I love that one.
And by the way, if we were taking our own advice in this podcast, I would have gone because like it's out of your comfort zone a little bit. You meet new people. He's got a whole other group. But it's like 7 a.m. on a Saturday in Santa Monica. I'm like, to play a sport I'm not good at. Yeah. So I never went. And I said, and Matt, you'll appreciate this. I said, hey, because it was a come play. Let's make it involve alcohol.
Yep.
And so that evolved into our annual July 4th party. They reserve all the volleyball courts in the Santa Monica beach. We have a massive, we're talking about hundreds of people. Post these pictures,
it's
incredible.
epic.
And we have some, I think, pictures of us playing together. And that's like the party of the year. What I think, a couple of things funny about it. In Santa Monica Beach, you're not allowed to have open containers. You're not allowed to have booze.
Oh, yeah.
And they know people are boozing, but all you have to do is put it in a coffee cup.
That's right.
So you have 200 people, it's 95 degrees, and everyone's wearing the coffee cup with the lid.
That's right. Like, they all must be jacked on coffee.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it originally was just volleyball.
No.
You're saying that originally they didn't bring alcohol the first.
No, originally they played volleyball at 7 a.m.
Right.
And I said, if I'm going to come, bring alcohol. And then they said,
right.
let's
That's
do a
what I'm
party.
saying. So you completely evolved it from, it was like a sporting
No,
event.
they still do it.
I know.
Yes,
they play the volleyball, but
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it was like originally meant to be about I thought the volleyball was just like kind of secondary thing. Because like they're always like, oh, who wants to play volleyball? I'm like, yeah, I'll probably like get up there and hit a few balls, you know?
Yeah. And that's like one of our favorite friend traditions to invite people because there's so many people from different. Yes. And those are to my disservice. I need to do more of that because when it's kind of a random thing, you kind of don't go.
Yep.
But when it's random, you should go.
Yes, especially holidays. I think people are even more friendly on the holidays and even more receptive to making friends on the holidays, even more receptive to be like, yeah, give me your number. Let's go hang out, or like, let's do this again. Let's do something,
You could always say happy July 4th as an icebreaker.
Totally. And you're drinking, like everybody's kind of like making the coffee cups of booze together.
Well, so a great corollary.
Jello shots.
I was just going to say Jello shots.
Jello shots. I just remembered how good those Jello shots are.
But what I've done the past couple of years is I'll take the tray and I'll serve.
Oh, that's a good way to
meet friends. And then you meet people. Yeah.
Be the Jello shot server.
Even though, and I kind of feel bad because that they think like, oh, you brought Jello. I didn't.
No, I know. But once you take them, who knows who? By the way, another thing you were talking about, punch. You always underestimate. Oh, wow. Do I underestimate how much alcohol is in Jello shots?
Is there any booze in that?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's just the sun too. Sometimes I think I just get drunker because it's the sun. You know what I mean? Like when it's a hot day, maybe I'm just dizzy.
You don't do well. You don't do well in like going to a bar, you crush.
Yeah.
But when it's like a party, a very boozy party, I notice that you can't modulate.
No.
If you're buying drinks from a bartender, professional.
There's like a
yes.
I think I have like a clock in my head that is skewed. I go, okay, so I'm gonna go to the bar and every 20 minutes or 30 minutes I'll buy another drink. And so then it's like, all right, so I've had 4 drinks because I've gone to the bar 4 times.
Yeah.
You take me to a party where there's Jello shots. It's like, how you doing, Matt? I took 9 Jello shots. Is that a lot?
So one of our buddies, he's actually my cousin. His name is Jordan. I call him Kojo, cousin Jordan. His birthday is on New Year's Eve. Like good, bad.
It's my sister-in-law and my nephew, both New Year's Eve babies.
Oh, wow.
She had her kid at the same birthday as her, which is like a weird thing that people do. Having baby the same day as your own birthday.
Did she try to do it?
It feels like it.
Yeah.
It feels planned, doesn't it?
So what do you think? Like I think, I partied with him. He's had a big but it's like, you have to combine your birthday.
Well, you automatically are going to have a good time on your birthday. I like that. If I'm going pro con, you're definitely going to have a good time because you're going to be somewhere fun.
Right.
Number two, you know, you around a bunch of strangers and you tell them it's your birthday, people get pretty excited. That's a good, you're talking about icebreakers.
Right.
You're automatically making friends.
You're like, people go, Happy New Year. And you go, actually, it's my birthday.
That's just my birthday. And then
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
let me buy you a shot. And it's open bar. So it doesn't cost anybody anything.
So our other friend, Katrina, her birthday is New Year's Day.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Hey, are you coming for my brother? Oh God. Put the phone down.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to get up before like 3 p.m.
Right.
3 p.m. She should move the part, like whatever, anything she's doing 3 days later.
But like, what about people like college football people? They like New Year's Day.
Oh, is that because, yeah, but I guess so. But I mean, for a birthday, you know, I don't know. She should just tell people her birthday is the 2nd. That's what I would do.
Now,
She should just tell people it's the 2nd.
and just say,
Yeah, actually, it's the 2nd.
but 2nd is even worse because like
I've had a day to recover.
Yeah.
It's a bad day. January 1st birthdays are probably the worst birthdays.
What about Christmas?
I think that's fine because people are around and celebrating.
Right.
Although you're stuck with your families mostly.
What do you think about combining gifts?
Meaning like for what and what?
Like, let's say your girlfriend's birthday, your wife's birthday was
Yeah.
on Christmas. You just get one combined gift?
Yeah.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
I mean, you add to it. It's not double. You go, I'll give you 1.5.
Would you remember I used to do a stand-up bit about like when you're in the beginning stages of dating a girl and you have your DTR, your define the relationship moment.
Yeah.
Do it on Valentine's Day. That way your anniversary is on Valentine's Day. Combine it. Combine the gift.
So
And that's why I'm single, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So I actually proposed to my wife on my birthday. But I did that to throw her off.
Oh, that's good.
That was a
Yeah.
smart one, right?
Yeah,
Because
that's
I was
pretty
like,
good.
oh, she'll definitely never see that coming.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good one. So speaking of like bad birthday times, like we both have summer birthdays.
We do.
So as a kid, I was always kind of disappointed because they didn't get to do the munchkin thing.
No
Remember the
fucking
munchkin
munchkins.
thing? I don't know, for those of you, maybe some of you are younger and you don't, do you think they still do the munchkin thing where if it was your birthday, you got to bring in munchkins for everybody in school?
It's the greatest
The
fucking day.
greatest.
Yeah.
The greatest. But we never, not once in my life have I gotten to share munchkins with people. You neither.
No.
For the millennial audience, Gen Z audience, what is a munchkin?
Does
Oh
Gen
my
Z not
God.
know what munchkins
Producer
are?
Theo doesn't
Do you
even
know- do you
know
know what a
what
munchkin is?
munchkins are.
I think of a munchkin like
Oh my God.
a munchkin, like a short, small person would be a munchkin.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz.
Theo says a producer. Yes, producer
No.
Theo said munchkins are small people. That is also
Wait, are they
true.
Oompa Loompas?
No, they're
Or-
also
oh,
munchkins. That is a term
Okay.
from.
You don't know what a munchkin is?
I assume it's like a donut.
Okay, so
The donut hole.
So I think the thing is that producer Theo's from the West Coast, where Dunkin' Donuts is not prevalent. Dunkin' Donuts coined the term munchkin. It's a specific
Oh, they have the trademark.
branded, trademarked
Okay, got
term.
it.
Munch,
Yeah.
Or munchkins were an insulting term for little people that then. I'm not sure. We have to look up the origins of the term munchkin.
But anyway, now you recognize them. You've heard of a munchkin?
Yeah, the small donut, the small donut hole.
Yeah. I personally love Entenmann's glazed poppums. They call them pop. Those are I can eat an entire box of the glazed poppums, all 33.
I'm so hungry right now.
Oh, we'll get some glazed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how do you feel now as an adult looking back? Like, do you feel you got gypped or are you like, oh, summer birthdays are better now as an adult?
I just read an article, and I have to find it, that said like the actual, like the optimum birthday is like July-ish.
The optimum birthday
Yeah, because of
is
like
July.
something about like it's in between holidays and people are excited. And
So I do like my time, which is end of July. I'm July 28th. I do
Yeah.
find there's nothing going on.
right.
Like it's been a month since July 4th
Yeah.
and people aren't back to work till September, but I do find a lot of people are away right at the end of July, August. So I do miss a lot of people.
Right. I do have memories of not being able to do my birthday, but like when you're a kid, yeah, I don't
It's
know.
discrimination.
Yeah, it is birthday discrimination.
Yeah, it's
Munchkin discrimination.
We were munchkin discriminated. I also I got a double whammy because I was munchkin discriminated and left-handed and like in school, at least in public school where we're poor and they don't have enough stuff.
Yeah.
They just didn't have any of the left. They just were like, okay, well, there's 500 kids in the school, so we'll have one lefty device for everybody.
What did you need? Scissors?
Scissors, was one.
Aren't
That was a
scissors
big one.
ambidextrous?
No, absolutely
My
not.
scissors that I have in my
Absolutely not. They have a curve. The curvature of the big part for the thumb
Really?
is facing the wrong direction. When I'm trying to cut, people are like, oh, why can't you cut a straight line? I'm like, because I'm getting discriminated, because it's discrimination.
How often does this conversation happen?
Well, my entire childhood, I couldn't cut a straight line and I was getting C grades in art class.
You tell me my scissor is not ambi?
Unless it's a ghetto scissor.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
Ghetto scissor? Ghetto scissors? Is that a discriminatory term? A good scissor has a curved inside
Okay.
and your thumb goes in a nice groove.
So what else needs to be different in school?
Well, that was number one. Number two was they didn't have, and my family was too poor for a glove, a baseball glove. So I had to Jim Abbott myself. Every time.
Wait a minute. You were a lefty.
Yeah,
Wait.
they only had right-handed gloves. So the right-handed glove goes on your left hand. So in order for me to throw the baseball, like if I was playing the outfield,
You didn't.
Yeah, they put me in the outfield where nobody, where the ball was
Yeah.
never hit. And I think right field, they say the ball where the ball never goes.
Yeah.
Well, the ball sometimes went.
No,
where the
left
ball
field.
never-
Left field.
Yeah, where the
Yeah.
ball never
Yeah,
goes.
that's what I
Well, it
thought,
went
yeah.
there occasionally.
Yeah.
And Matt had to go, oh shit. I'd look up and I'd be like, oh God, everybody already hates me. They're going to hate me more. Catch the ball, take the glove off, put the ball in the other hand and throw. And that's what Jim Abbott, who was missing a hand, had to do. And he had to train himself through a lifetime of not having a hand. I had to try and train myself through a lifetime of being discriminated against for being lefty.
But I'm sorry, you're a lefty.
So you had to catch it because I didn't have a glove. My parents couldn't afford.
So you had a righty.
I had a ready glove which goes over my left hand.
Got it. So lefties catch with the right, but you had to catch with your.
I had to catch with the only hand I could
Got it.
throw with.
And then,
And then I had to take it off and then throw it, and I could never get anybody out, ever.
I think that, first of all, it's the funniest thing I've ever heard. It does remind me of my 1 year playing Little League. It reminds me of my 1 year playing Little League when I had a no-hitter.
You did.
Didn't get a hit the whole season.
Oh. How many at bats?
It's such a shame. So how many?
Probably what, 8 games?
No, I think you play like 12 games.
12 games? All right, so probably 3, 4 at bat. Wow, 0 for 48 maybe? Any walks?
I think I did walk, and I would steal all the bases because it's so easy to steal.
Did you
in Little
lean
League.
in a little hit by pitch?
I would swing.
Well, I can see you going, oh man, I'm 0 for 37. Take one.
No, but I was leaning out. I would swing so late
Ah.
that sometimes I'm going to be like, strike.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it was horrifying. My dad still, I think he's forgotten about it, but
Yeah.
I only did it because, he grew up playing stickball in
Right.
Brooklyn or whatever. I liked soccer. I liked soccer. It's good at soccer.
Baseball was not, it treated me very, very poorly.
I cannot believe you
Yeah,
had
it
it
was
right.
it was brutal. And I was like, could we maybe buy a glove? And my parents were like, fine, but then you don't eat for a month.
So the concept of cuffing season?
Yeah.
Like that's like, I think it's like winter. I think
Are you doing it?
I'm trying
Are
to
you
cuff.
participating?
I'm always trying to cuff. I'm cuffing.
Yeah, that's why I got married.
And cuffing, cuffing means like the winter season comes and like you try to get a significant other, so because it's cold and whatever.
Yeah. Married people, we love the winter, hate the summer.
Married people. Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, as a man, like when spring comes out and all the, the
the
women
girls.
are wearing,
Girls.
sexy outfits, but when these lonely, sad guys in winter are like, where do I go? What do I do? I'm so alone.
Is that an invitation to me?
I don't know. I'm just nicely cuffed up with my wife by the fireplace, drinking eggnog, and I'm like, I'm good.
Anyway, is there a cuffing season for friends?
Is there? Woo. There should be.
Because I think
There should be.
a cuffing season for friends, I think, is actually beginning of the summer.
So, because that's like the best time to go out. Everybody's out, so you want to make friends to go out with. Like
Right.
spring, summer, like starting Memorial Day is the best time to like reach out to your friends. Like, oh, hey, it's friendship cuffing season.
Yeah.
What are you doing this summer? What are your plans? Let's make plans. So let's go on a boat. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's go to the Hamptons. Let's go.
You're so relatable, man.
Yeah.
You're so fucking relatable. It's a friendship podcast. We're giving people advice. Just call your friends and be like, let's go to the Hamptons, you fucking swine.
No, the first thing I said, let's go on a boat.
Let's go on a boat. Let's go on a yacht.
Let's get the yacht. Let's get the yacht.
Are you good on a boat?
Yeah. Well, because my wife's family are a real boat captain.
Oh yeah, they're
My father-in-law, we call him the captain. He's got a house in the Outer Banks, so we do the deep sea fishing. I mean, when I say good at it, like good for a Jew.
Oh right.
You know, like I've learned begrudgingly to stay out on the deep seas for 8 hours at a time, and now I don't vomit. The first 5 years of doing it, there was a lot of vomit.
Anything physical that we do should always implied for a Jew.
For a Jew.
Are you good at golf? Yes. For a Jew.
Yeah, like good. Am I good at fixing appliances? For a Jew, I am.
So what did we learn today, Matt?
I think we learned that the best holiday idea is make some friends before the holiday. Make friends before summer and winter. Oh, have we decided what cuffing season is for friendship?
I think when you're really looking to like make some new friends, the spring is the time.
Best. Spring is the best to make new friends.
Yeah.
And in the winter, cuffing season still stands. You're not going to be able to make friend cuffing season happen for winter. So you should do the regular cuff.
Friend cuffing season is in spring. I think the more random the party or event, the more likely you should go.
Yes. And I think we also learned that a great move, hack, we hate the word hack, when you see a tray of Jello shots, walk around serving them, and then you're the man.
Yes. You're the Jello shot
You're the Jello shot king.
Oh, well, that's our show, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the podcast. Give us 5 stars. Write a review. We're on socials at Man of the Year Podcast. And be good to yourself. Be good to your friends.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, man.